Beyond the grave, for a lion, the platform of freshly cut saplings bound between 4 posts and the blanket-wrapped bundle upon the platform, and Boone and the boy squatting between the platform and the grave until Boone, the bandage removed, ripped from his head so that the long scoriations of old Ben's claws resembled crusted tar in the sunlight, sprang up and threw down upon them with the old gun, with which he had never been known to hit anything, although McCaslin was already off the mule. What's this business of the platform of freshly cut saplings? What is that platform? And what's the bundle? How many? Brennan, you read this part, right?
Yeah. It says the platform is a cheap son of burial customs held that the body of someone dying away from home should be placed on a platform to preserve it from wild animals.
Okay, yes. So, what's on the platform?
Sam?
Sam, yes. Because he is,
Dead.
thank you, yes, he died, yes. So that's his burial, that's his appropriate burial. Okay, now we get to chapter 4, and this is the one that Faulkner says, well, you could just leave this one out, which of course means, well, we can't leave this one out. We have to, although it's incredibly confusing. And 2170. I read this line last line to you last time. I read this line to you last time. I've been reading awkward phrasing in papers. The old world's worthless twilight over the old world's gnawed bones. Okay? There's this tainted sense of the land, and there's this old world, and then rather than try to explain what's going on in all of this, why don't we look at the family tree? Okay, rather than look at the family tree that's the page before the beginning of the whole thing. 2135. What happens if you look over at the right-hand side of the family tree? If you look at the right-hand side of the family tree over here, what you're reading, starting on page 2173, where you've got people's names, ages, money, all of that, it's the ledger books from the plantation office, where they would have bought and sold slaves. Okay. We look at Lucius Quintus Carruthers McCaslin. He has an affair with Eunice, who is a slave. She dies in 1832. I want you to pay attention to the dates of death, okay? Now, Lucius and Eunice have a daughter named Thomasina. When does she die? 1833. We then get Terrell, who is born in 1833. Who is Terrell's father?
Lucius.
Who is Terrell's grandfather?
Lucius.
Okay. Notice the dates of birth, 1833. Why do you think Thomasina died in 1833?
She killed herself.
Pardon?
Did she kill herself?
She didn't kill herself.
Died in childbirth.
She died in childbirth. How about Eunice, the grandmother? She, no, grandmother. She killed herself because she realized that her daughter, yes, was molested by Lucius. Yeah. And that just destroys her, and so she kills herself. Okay, that's what all of this stuff in the ledger books is about. Now, Isaac, over here on the left-hand side, okay, right over here, it's not in green in your books, but there's Isaac over there on the left. That's the one who's been out hunting and all of that good stuff, okay? Isaac has his father is Uncle Buck. He also has an uncle called Uncle Buddy. Okay? So we've got Uncle Buck and Uncle Buddy. Their names are Theophilus and Amadeus. Do you remember what the strange thing is about when they wind up with the plantation? You'll notice they don't die till 1879. What did they do with the house? There's something missing from the house. Do y'all remember, do you remember, did anybody read far enough to know? Okay, they move into the, okay, they inherit the land, okay? They inherit the land, and there is the big house. Does anybody remember do they keep the slaves in the slave quarters? Or who lives in the big house that has no back door? Or windows, what?